Do you have a boss that has an obsessive crush with you? Are they always admiring your ass and always asking you to do porn films for them? If your answer is no, you probably don't know what it's like to be in Sabrina's position. Internet? Meet Zig Zag. Zig Zag? Meet the internet. You two will get along famously together. Zig Zag is featured in Eric Schwartz's Sabrina Online and Sabrina Online the Story as Sabrina's employer. Zig Zag is the creation of Malcolm Earl, otherwise known as Max Black Rabbit. She is a bisexual female who is the hybrid of a tiger and a skunk. In terms of animation, Zig Zag is considered a megastar amongst the furry fandom, especially in adult-only illustrations that can be commonly found on Fur After Dark. Zig Zag's personality is depicted as generous and protective to those around her, whether it's family or employee. She is also very affectionate to everyone around her, especially to Sabrina. She has also shown that she has a soft side for kids, once volunteering to babysit little Timothy and Sabrina's little sister Tabitha. While Zig Zag's intentions are good, she ends up being a bad influence on Tabitha, who ends up being her inspiration for stardom. Yikes. But as liberal as Zig Zag is in her affections, her childhood was anything but a happy one. Zig Zag was born to an abusive father and neglecting mother. She is the older sister of a little brother and little sister. Because her parents were so lousy, Zig Zag had to make sure her siblings were well taken care of, assuming responsibility of the household. When Zig Zag got older and her body started maturing, her father began sexually abusing her. Finally having enough, Zig Zag ran away from home and pursued a career in acting. But because of the way she looked and her lack of experience, her best attempts failed, causing her to almost give up and return to her dysfunctional home. But not before she found her big break in adult entertainment world. She didn't want to at first, but she had made up her mind that she would work hard and climb the ladder of success. By her mid-20s, Zig Zag is already a huge celebrity for adult entertainment. She would take it a step further and use her accumulated wealth to open her own porn studio, named Zig Zag Studios, or Double Z Studios for short. But before Zig Zag could fully enjoy her reign at the top, she had some unsettled business she needed to take care of. She would return home and take her brother and sister to live with their grandparents. She would then take her parents to court and successfully sue them for custody of her brother and sister for all the years of neglect and abuse. As far as Sabrina and Zig Zag goes, their relationship is like a game of sexual cat and mouse, especially in early comic strips. Zig Zag hired Sabrina during a period where she was fresh out of college and needed stable employment. But because Sabrina was a men-only kind of girl, she would avoid any and all sexual advances coming from Zig Zag. Zig Zag loved the thrill of chasing Sabrina, so the lustful spark would continue through numerous comic strips, until they finally had an understanding about what type of relationship they would have, and ended up being best friends. Sabrina is the only friend Zig Zag hasn't slept with, and is a special friend to her. While Zig Zag's feelings of lust have evolved more into full-blown love, she is still happy for Sabrina that she found happiness in RC Raccoon. Throughout the years, many other artists besides Max have drawn and told stories about Zig Zag. Another well-known fiction about her that is supported by Max is James Bruner's Zig Zag the Story. In this story, she is not her usual erotic self. It also takes place 7 years later when she's 30 years old. Attempting to find happiness, she starts a romantic relationship with a man named James Shepard. One of the things revealed in this particular fiction is that Zig Zag tells James that her first name is Tanya. However, Max has never given Zig Zag an official first name. Though we know her last name is Zombrowski, Zig Zag is a name given to her by her friends. This has been Furry Girl Profiles-Zig Zag. Remember to show the comic some love and subscribe for future videos. I'll see you next time.